What is going on YouTube? Espresso Shucko here, and today we are hitting the Regulation F ranked ladder for a second time with this Alcreamie and Sinistcha team. For those of you who did not see it, we did a previous video here with this exact team, but this time we've made a few little tweaks to the team, and the main idea here is we've changed Bleak Wind Storm to Air Slash on Tornadus, and we've also changed out Rain Dance for Icy Wind. We didn't use Tornadus in the last game, but Bleak Wind Storm's accuracy is not the most reliable, and honestly, I wanted to have a little bit more consistent damage with that Air Slash and having some decent flinch odds with it. We also have Icy Wind as an extra means of speed control to pair with Tailwind. A lot of the Pokemon on this team are not the fastest, looking at you, Swampert. So the main idea here is if Tornadus comes to a battle, we have the Tailwind, and then we have the Icy Wind to further slow down the opponents, and then that way we can still potentially break Focus Sashes while hitting multiple targets with the Icy Wind, and then Tornadus can just go for the Air Slash. But the main thing here is Tornadus comes in, clicks Tailwind, and then if it sticks around long enough to do something else, we get that off. In the last video, we didn't really get to showcase much of the Gouging Fire Howl tech, so we're going to try that out and try to make it work for this team. So we have Howl on the Gouging Fire with the booster energy to give us a speed boost with our Protosynthesis. We get a Howl boost off that powers up both Gouging Fire and the partner, so ideally we do it next to Swampert or Urshifu, and then we go from there. Urshifu does what Urshifu does best and ruins people's days with Wicked Blow and Sucker Punch or Close Combat, and it also has a Focus Sash to help keep it around, hence why Tornadus is in such a fragile position because we can only have the one Focus Sash, so we're putting it on Urshifu. We have Sinistcha here to just be an absolute little goblin of a troll here. We have Machagacha to heal up some HP while doing damage and potentially burning things. In my practice games, I haven't pulled that off, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. We have Strength Sap here, which is a phenomenal support move for Sinistcha because it does lower the attack of our opponents by one stage, and the amount of HP Sinistcha gets back from Strength Stat is based off of the attack stat of the user. The higher the number, the more HP you get. Can't get much more simpler than that. We also have Trick Room to invert the speed dynamic, and then we also have the nice little thing here that is Swampert. It is incredibly slow. I think it works out that my Swampert is only like 4 IV, so it's a very slow Pokemon under Trick Room, which is nice. We have the Assault Vest to patch up its special defense to make it really annoying for Fluttermane and Raging Bolt, so that is one nice thing. And then finally we have Alcreamie, in the last change to the team as well, is we changed Alcreamie's item from Room Service to Safety Goggles, and then that way we don't have to worry about Rage Powder or Spore. Rage Powder can be really bad because it can redirect Decorate away and then power up whatever used the Rage Powder. So I did run into a Volcarona while practicing that had Rage Powder. We're not going to talk about that. And plus, Amoonguss, while you don't see it as often, it still is a thing which can be really annoying to have that pull away your Decorate, so we have the Safety Goggles to get around that. Now, we do still have to worry about Follow Me, but when we do see the Follow Me potentially coming, we go Helping Hand instead, get a 50% damage boost to our attacking moves, and go from there. Anyways, that's the team with the updated changes in a nutshell. Let's jump into some battles, shall we? Okay, my opponent here has Chien-Pao, Entei, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, and Dragonite. So there's a lot of priority going on here. Unfortunately, I do not have it for Reg F or an Indeedee, so I might be in for a little bit of a bad time here. But that said, this might be okay. Because what we can do is we can try to burn things with the Bulwark if we need to. The Raging Bolt really does not appreciate that high horsepower. The Assault Vest Swampert might not be terrible for the Fluttermane and the Raging Bolt. So maybe we can try to go Sinistcha and Swampert, or maybe what we do is we go Alcreamie, Swampert. We bring in the Sinistcha in the back to try to get the Trick Room up. And then what we can do is we can go for Urshifu and just try to go from there. Or we could go for the Gouging Fire, which would resist the Chien-Pao and the Entei as far as some of their stab options go. So we could do that too. And plus, getting Howl off in a Swampert might not be the worst thing, but my gut kind of wants to bring Urshifu. Yeah, my gut kind of wants to bring Urshifu, and then that way we can always go for a Sucker Punch of our own or a Wicked Blow. So, I do feel a little questionable not bringing Tornadus to this, but we should be fine. He said hopefully. We should be fine. So, let's see. I get a feeling it's going to be either Chien-Pao and Entei or Chien-Pao and Dragonite. Ogerpon and Fluttermane. Alright, I was completely off on that one. That said, a terrestrialized Swampert should be able to give Ogerpon a hard time. We could do something like that. We are Assault Vested. So, I'm just scared of going for the Decorate on the Swampert, though. That's the only thing. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go Terra Grass, and I'm going to try to go for a high horsepower into the Fluttermane, and I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. And then this way, this will cover for the Ogerpon if they do go for Follow Me. Because the last thing I want to do is I want to Decorate them and then have Ogerpon just hit me with a +2 Ivy Cudgel, because, yeah, no. This is already going to hurt enough. But they just want Terra Water. That's great. They get a special defense boost instead of a physical defense boost, so my Grass Terra Blast might not be the worst thing imaginable to hit that Ogerpon with now. So, let's get our green and purple boy out there and see what we can do with it. Alright, so Moonblast is going into Alcreamie. Alright. And they just went for the Cudgel. Alright. I think this is Swampert. No, it's Alcreamie. Yeah, they just didn't want Alcreamie on the field, so that's fine here, because we're going to get that Fluttermane. We're going to get good damage into that. And if we can pick up a KO, great. We didn't, but we can bring in Urshifu and go for a Sucker Punch, and we can go for a Grass Terra Blast into the Ogerpon. So we do have that. We don't want the Liquidation. We want the Terra Blast. We want Terra Blast into you. And I'm going to Detect. And the main reason why is I'm worried about a Follow Me. So if they go for a Follow Me, great. We'll hit them with a Terra Blast. Yeah, there's that. So I want to see how much damage this does, because it's going to be physical. So Swampert's going to tank this, no problem. It's neutral to the Dazzling Gleam. And our Grass Terra Blast is going to hurt the Ogerpon really nicely. So what we can do here, if this doesn't pick up a KO, is we can go Wicked Blow with the Urshifu. And we can go for the Terra Blast again. Yeah. We're going to go for the Wicked Blow, and then this way, this will cover for a Spiky Shield on the Ogerpon as well. They're going to go for Follow Me. Urshifu's got the Focus Sash. We're going to survive. So, in theory, while we are going to be down to 1 HP, we do have the Sucker Punch. I didn't like that crit into the Swampert, but we should be getting rid of both Ogerpon and Fluttermane this turn, so that's going to be really handy. So, goodbye Ogerpon. And goodbye, Fluttermane. If Chien-Pao Entei comes in, Swampert is in for a terrible time. Which would have to rely on Gouging Fire. The nice thing is, I'm pretty sure Sacred Sword, despite the name, I'm pretty sure that does make contact. So a Burning Bulwark would protect Gouging Fire. But I don't... Oh, no, I don't think I brought that. I think I brought Sinistcha. Never mind. This might not be too... This might not be too bad, because we can always get back some HP into Urshifu. Yeah, we could always try to get back some HP into Urshifu and try to live a physical hit. So, that could be a thing. Neither one of these things have attack boosts into them, so we should be... Ooh, I just realized what I should have did was... I should have went for Helping Hand on the Alcreamie, and then that way we would have gotten rid of the... Fluttermane turn 1. Yeah. It is Sinistcha, it's not Gouging Fire. So, they already went Terra with their Fluttermane, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to switch in Sinistcha, and we're going to get some HP back into Swampert, and we're going to try to deal with the Chain Pow. Yeah. Wouldn't be the best time for a Trick Room because Sucker Punch and yeah, Sucker Punch at Extreme Speed. But the nice thing here is they went for the Extreme Speed into the Sinistcha. Ice Spinner, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, all right. Yeah, should have went Detect and then brought in Sinistcha on the Swampert side. Yeah. But what we can do here, go to Detect, and we go for the Trick Room. Yeah, it's not completely over. It might as well be, but it's not completely over. We get the Extreme Speed blocked into Urshifu, and if Sinistcha can live this, good. All right, we're gonna get our Citrus Berry. We can always Strength Sap that Chain Pow, and we could try to Sucker Punch it too. The Extreme Speed from the Dragonite, though, yeah. Because that is still a priority move. And we're at 1 HP. So, Urshifu finally takes the Extreme Speed that it dodged 2 turns in a row. They went for the Sucker Punch off the... Okay. I see how it is. So, we're going to get a nice attack drop into Chain Pow. We're going to get it back some HP. We get back all of our HP. We're going to go for the Matcha Gotcha. Because we can always go for a Strength Sap into Dragonite or the... Oh, I think they're Bandit. Oh, that might be good to know. All right. They might be Bandit. That does nothing to the Chain Pow, though. Yeah, okay. But we might be okay. We're going to Strength Sap. Get back some HP. Yep. We might be okay if we can keep lowering Chain Pow's output. Especially if we do the same to the Dragonite. Right, they're protecting. Is this an Extreme Speed off the Dragonite? It is. They're Bandit. They are Bandit. All right. So they cannot do anything to my Sinistcha. Nice. All right. So I'm going to Strength Sap again, get back more HP. And then I'm basically just going to have to keep Strength Sapping the Dragonite. Yeah. Because once Dragonite starts going for struggle, they're going to start doing quite a bit of recoil to themselves. So I really like that. And we know the Dragonite cannot protect. So I think what we start doing is I think we start going for Matcha Gotcha. And we... Nice! Nice, okay. Sinistcha, all right. I was a bit worried about how that was going to go, but that worked out nice because I was going to start trying to fish for some burns and then healing up that way. So that worked out really nice. I'm very happy with how that played out. Good game to my opponent. All right, my opponent here has Urshifu, Incineroar, Ogerpon, Annihilate, Zapdos, and Meowscarada. All right, so I'm kind of curious about what that Annihilate wants to do. I mean, it's Annihilate, so it just wants to destroy everything. But the interesting thing here is outside of Ogerpon, there's... Well, they have the Fake Out on the Incineroar, but there's not that much redirection support, which is kind of nice for the Annihilate for dealing with it. So maybe we go Urshifu and Torn, and we... I think we bring Gouging Fire in the back just in case, just to try to power up Urshifu. Or to undo whatever Incineroar does to me attack drop wise. So we could try that. Wicked Blow looks really good into a lot of things. And then the other thing is, I kind of want to bring Alcreamie, but at the same time, I kind of want to bring Sinistcha for a little bit of HP back. I don't think Swampert's going to be that crucial to the battle. I think we're going to bring Sinistcha. And then that way, too, we do have the Strength Sap. We won't be able to rely on that dealing with the Annihilate because of Defiant. But at the same time, we can get back HP from other Pokemon. We have Rage Powder with the Sinistcha. And if Urshifu does do a lot of damage to the opponent here, we can always go for a nice, strong Helping Hand boost. Or not Helping Hand, sorry. We can get back HP from... I don't know where I'm going with this, actually. Anyways. So, we're going to Tailwind. And we're going to go for a Wicked Blow into the Ogerpon. Or do I want to do it into Zapdos? Who am I scared of more? Honestly, I might be a little bit more scared of that Zapdos. So... I kind of want a Wicked Blow. I kind of also want to go for a Terra Dark Wicked Blow. That said, the Ogerpon might have the Follow Me. So what we'll do here, we'll go for Tailwind with Torn. We'll try to get Ogerpon off the field as fast as possible. We know it's likely not going to be a Focus Sash on the Zapdos. So if we can keep Urshifu around this turn, we should be okay. Ogerpon's got a Mask on, so we don't have to worry about any surprise item like a Focus Sash, because really it's only the Teal Mask version of Ogerpon that can hold items. So we get our Tailwind, and then we get that Wicked Blow, and we should be okay for dealing with Ogerpon, unless this is really bulk invested. So this might not be the end of the world. So let's see how much this Wicked Blow does to the Ogerpon here. Nice. Okay. So that's a big problem for Gouging Fire. Just gone. That's nice. And we can always go for the Icy Wind into the Zapdos. They went Thunderbolt into my Torn, so we're going to lose Torn, but that's alright. We can bring in Gouging Fire, we can go for the Howl, and then we can Wicked Blow. Which I am very okay with. It's time to finally try to make this strategy work with the Gouging Fire. Yeah. I filmed a few practice matches. It has not gone good. So let's try to make this work. And the nice thing here is we do have that Focus Sash on Urshifu. We have our Tailwind. We're going to try to Wicked Blow that Zapdos. We don't have to worry about protecting. That's a problem. So that is definitely a problem. But I think getting rid of Zapdos is still the bigger priority here. So we're going to go for the Howl, and we're going to Wicked Blow into the Zapdos slot, maybe. Well, what does my opponent have left in the back? They have Annihilate, and they have Incineroar. Incineroar really does not appreciate a close combat at the end of the day, so I think we're okay here. We're going to go for the Howl. No switch on my opponent's end. So we'll get that +1 into the Urshifu and the Gouging Fire. We have the Breaking Swipe as well, so we can break a potential Focus Sash off of the Urshifu, and that was beautiful damage. The Rocky Helmet does break my Focus Sash, so that's a little bit of a problem. They do go close combat into my Urshifu, picking it off, but we got rid of 2 Pokemon with Urshifu. We have Sinistcha in the back. We can go for another Howl with the Gouging Fire. We can go Trick Room or Rage Powder with the Sinistcha, and then go from there. Matcha Gotcha is going to be really nice into that Urshifu too. So I think what I want to do is I think I want to get the Trick Room up, and then let Gouging Fire deal with these two. Meowscarada is the last Pokemon, so we're going to Breaking Swipe, and we're going to Trick Room. Yeah. The nice thing here, too, is Gouging Fire, while it is currently faster than both Urshifu and Meowscarada, unfortunately, that will make it move last under Trick Room. But the nice thing here is Sinistcha can get that Machagacha off before the other two. It can also Strength Sap, and then we just can go from there. The nice thing here, too, is if we get rid of Meowscarada, Sinistcha naturally walls the Rapid Strike here, which is really nice. So getting that attack drop into the Meowscarada means it's going to be a lot more manageable for my Sinistcha. So we're going to lose our Citrus Berry, unfortunately, but we should be all right here because we're going to get our Trick Room off. And then we can Machagacha that Urshifu, get back some HP, and we can potentially burn the Meowscarada. Just gotta hope I don't miss, or hope that I... Yeah, we gotta just make sure that we don't miss the Machagacha, because that could be a little bit of a problem. But, we Breaking Swipe. Actually, no. We Heat Crash. We Heat Crash into the Meowscarada, and we just go for the Gotcha. Oh, the other thing, too, is that because the Protean, they're dark now, so this is going to be neutral to the Meowscarada. So we might get a little bit back more HP than I was initially expecting to, because I was originally thinking of Grass Dark versus just regular Dark. So we should be all right. And Gouging Fire is heavy enough that Heat Crash should just more than make up for the amount of damage. I'm surprised her Urshifu is moving before my Sinistcha. That's different. Yeah, alright. So that's a little bit different here. So, who did I miss? Meowscarada. Okay. Goodbye, Urshifu. Alright, so I do not like taking a knockoff from this thing. Oh, it went for Play Rough. Okay. Oh, right. The Tailwind. The Tailwind. That's right. Okay. So that explains a lot. Oh, how did I realize that? Maybe. Nah, I don't think Sinistcha would have moved before these two. But anyways, we can go for the Machagacha. Yeah. We can go for the Machagacha here. Try to get that burn. And honestly, this is going to be okay because all we have to do is just alternate between this and Strength Sap. If we pick up the burn, that'd be wonderful. Yeah. We don't. That's unfortunate, but we're just gonna go for that Machagacha. And my opponent forfeits. Yeah, so anyways, I completely forgot I still had my Tailwind up on the field, so good to know that the Urshifu was still, well, good to know as far as the speed dynamic goes that my Sinistcha was fast enough that Urshifu actually went before it under the Trick Room. But hey, what matters here is we did pull out the win. Also, good game to my opponent. Hey, thank you guys so much for checking out this Alcreamie and Sinistcha team in action. We pulled off the Howl in Game 2 with Gouging Fire and Urshifu, which just allowed our Terra Dark Urshifu to decimate that Zapdos with the Wicked Blow. In the turn before, we got off our Tailwind, and our Terra Dark Wicked Blow just handed Ogerpon its dismissal letter in the form of a close-handed fist. But let's talk about the real MVP of the video, Sinistcha. Sinistcha just absolutely trolled my first opponent there with the Chien-Pao and the Dragonite. Once we got that Trick Room up, Chien-Pao wasn't able to crack through us because we had the Strength Sap to just wear down their attack stat while healing us, and Machagacha to gradually whittle down their HP. And we lucked out too that their Dragonite was choice locked into extreme speed, so it was only a matter of time before that thing started going for struggle, and we would have been able to pull off the Strength Sap to heal up Sinistcha. My opponent saw the writing on the wall and they did forfeit, so that was a nice little twist to that battle, because you could definitely see the moment where I was really starting to question my life choices there. And then in Game 2, Sinistcha's Machagacha got rid of the Urshifu Rapid Strike, and on top of that, we were able to get rid of the Meowscarada. It was really nice to see Meowscarada as well, because we haven't seen many of those in the current format since, you know, it's been such a long time since Regulation A. So Nice to see one of the Paldean starters come back, and plus that knockoff just absolutely hurt, so definitely good damage potential on the Meowscarada, so I'm very happy that Sinistcha was able to pull off the win for us. We did have the Stream Sap as a backup plan too, to whittle down the Meowscarada's attack stat further than what we already had, and plus Machagacha was eventually probably going to burn. Maybe, I don't know. It's only 20% burn rate, and I have yet to get a single burn with it, but at the same time, it's a fun attack to watch Sinistcha just spin around in its cup and just let it fly. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the team down in the comments below, and I'm also a little bit tardy to the party on this, but I did try out a new format for the video as far as the layout goes, so let me know what you think of that down there as well. Anyways, I will see you later.